Reported net income for the 12-week second quarter came in at $1.743 billion, or $3.92 per diluted share, up from $1.466 billion, or $3.30 per diluted share in the 12-week second quarter last year. Net sales were negatively impacted by approximately 1.5% in the U.S. and worldwide from the shift of the fiscal calendar as a result of the 53-week 2023 fiscal year. And we reported membership fee income of $1,111 million, up $84 million, or up 8.2% year over year in the quarter. In terms of renewal rates at second quarter end, our U.S. and Canada renewal rate came in at 92.9%, which is up 0.1% from Q1 end 12 weeks earlier. And the worldwide rate came in also at 90.5%, similar to the last quarter. Membership growth continues. We ended the second quarter with 73.4 million paid household members, up 7.8% versus last year, and 132.0 million cardholders, up 7.3%. In terms of openings in the second quarter, we opened 4 net new warehouses, including 3 new locations in the U.S. Actually, 2 of them were Costco business centers and 1 new Costco wholesale warehouse, and 1 unit in our 6th in China in mid-January in Shenzhen. In terms of e-commerce sales in Q2 ex-FX increased 18.2%. E-com showed strength in several areas, led by sales of gold and very recently silver. As well, Costco Logistics enjoyed record-breaking deliveries. Many of those items are sold via e-commerce. In Q2 of 24, we completed over 1 million deliveries, up 28% versus Q2 a year ago. Progress continues to be made in our e-com, mobile, and digital efforts. A couple of recent enhancements. In February, we rolled out our new native mobile application homepage on iOS. The native homepage now loads in less than 2 seconds compared to 8 seconds previously. Needless to say, that's important when about 60% of our e-com business, both visitors and orders, are now done via our mobile app and browser. And last week, we rolled out Apple Pay to all members online, both web and mobile, on February 28th. In our food courts, we recently replaced the churro with an awesome freshly baked 5.5-ounce chocolate chip cookie for $2.49. It is awesome. It's a great tasting turkey sandwich for $6.99, with the rollout of the latter being completed this week. A couple of comments about inflation. In the last quarter, in the first quarter, we estimated that year-over-year inflation was approximately 0 to 1%. We'll now say that in Q2 it was essentially flat. And notwithstanding essentially flat, we're taking price reductions where we can. Anecdotally, everything from simple items like reading glasses from $18.99 to $16.99, the 48 count of Kirkland Signature batteries from $17.99 to $15.99, 24 count of Pellegrino from $16.99 to $14.99, and even 4 pounds of frozen 3-berry fruit blend from $14.99 down to $10.99 with new crop pricing. And overall, our inventories and SKUs are in good shape across all channels. Overall, we've had good seasonal sell-through during the quarter. In terms of shipping and supply chain issues, we've been asked about that often of late. There are some delays, generally just a couple of 3 weeks, but mostly now planned for. No meaningful pricing issues because of a lot of in-place contracts. Worldwide, the average transaction for February was down about 1.1%, which includes the negative impacts from FX and gas deflation. Since going public in December of 1985, I have hosted all but 1 call, and it's been an absolute privilege and honor to do so, so thank you all. As you know, in early February, it was announced that I will be ceding the role of CFO to Gary Millerchip effective March 15th, after our second quarter 10-Q is filed, and retire, including from our board, next January. No, first of all, when I said most, I was just trying to be human. Everything is working in the right direction right now. And actually, I wasn't talking just about membership metrics, but in general, knock on wood, things are working pretty well. When we sit in at our monthly budget meeting, more times than not, we get pretty excited about what's going on from a new merchandising standpoint, newness, buying with conviction, and being aggressive and assertive out there. I mean, what we saw with just even these that simple example I gave you with changes to big ticket items and why buy them at Costco, we saw great changes in numbers. So we know that we've got a lot of levers to be able to pull to make this thing work. When we look at something like appliances, in the last several weeks or a couple of months, the industry's flat and we're up north of 20%. Same thing with tires, more than that percent. And so now that you can't say that let's do everything and everything will be up 20 or 30% because that's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, the focus, of the buyers, as an example, is, coming up with new ways to do things, to have great pricing. And as soon as we can get a savings, we're out there first passing it on.